In this video, we're gonna talk about what happens if you quit sugar for 15 days. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. What happens if you cut out sugar completely for a period of 15 days? If you consume cereals, candy, ice cream, packaged goods, or even coffee with added syrup, you're undoubtedly consuming higher levels of sugar than someone who does not do any of these things. Why not give up sugar for a period of 15 days and discover the incredible advantages of following a diet that is devoid of sugar? Your digestive tract will be in better shape. If you gave up sweets, the microbiota in your gut would be in a better state of equilibrium. The human digestive tract is home to trillions of bacteria, some of which thrive on sugar and produce noxious byproducts as a result of their metabolism of the nutrient. Beneficial intestinal bacteria are killed off when there is an excess of sugar in the intestines. It's possible that disorders of the intestines such as celiac diseases and ulcerative colitis could be brought on by a disruption in the delicate balance of bacteria. In addition, consuming an excessive amount of sugar can compromise the function of the barrier that lines the intestines, which in turn raises the risk of infection and inflammation. This condition is referred to as leaky gut syndrome. Watch this video for a list of the top 8 foods that contribute to leaky gut. You won't feel as hungry as you normally do. When you consume refined sugar, your body responds by producing a great quantity of insulin. Insulin is an essential hormone that plays a role in maintaining normal levels of glucose in the blood. If you eat something that causes a sharp rise in your blood sugar, your body may produce an excessive amount of insulin, which will cause your blood sugar to drop below the typical level. This is what people typically refer to as blood sugar fall. Hunger, irritability, fatigue, anxiety, headaches, difficulty concentrating, shakiness, and dizziness are all symptoms of a sugar crash. Sugar crashes can also cause a drop in blood sugar levels. Sugar crashes are more likely to happen to people who have diabetes, as well as pre-diabetes. When you cut out sugar from your diet, the carbohydrates in the meals you eat will no longer cause your blood sugar to surge after each meal. Therefore, variations in your glucose levels won't be as dramatic as they were when you were eating sugar. Because of this, you will experience less exhaustion and less hunger after you have eaten a meal. There's a possibility that you will lose fat. There's a possibility that you will lose fat because your blood glucose levels are more balanced and you no longer feel the urgent need to eat again after a meal. According to a research that appeared in the 2012 edition of the BMJ, we looked at the findings from 68 different studies. Analysis conducted on this substantial population revealed that a decrease in the amount of sugar consumed in one's diet was connected with a drop in overall body weight. People who had a higher intake of the sugar-sweetened beverages also had a high risk of being obese, according to the findings of a follow-up study that was conducted after 1 year. Watch our video on the top 9 strategies to put an end to your craving for sugar if you're serious about kicking your sugar habit. Your skin will look better. Diet has a significant impact on the appearance of your skin. Sugar contributes to the development of common skin problems like acne. Acne sufferers who took part in a study that was published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2007 were instructed to follow a diet with a low glycemic index, which meant that their blood glucose level would be better managed. Because of a decrease in the levels of the glucose in the blood, with an energy-dense meal that was high in glycemic index, their total acne lesion counts reduced at a rate that was greater than that of the control groups. In addition, sugar causes damage to the collagen structure of the skin, which speeds up the aging process. Collagen is the protein that is responsible for the significant role it plays in the maintenance and defense of the skin. Putting an end to the sugar consumption could result in the skin that's healthier and seems to be younger. The levels of inflammation in your body will go down. Consuming an excessive amount of sugar is associated with inflammation, which is one of the primary factors that leads to the development of chronic diseases. Inflammation that persists over time can cause damage to tissues and organs, which can then contribute to the development of diseases such as diabetes, heart diseases, digestive difficulties, and even cancer. Giving up sugar can help reduce inflammation, which is a factor in general health improvement. Watch this video to learn the top 13 foods that contribute to the inflammation. Your blood lipid levels are going to get better. Consuming a lot of sugar raises blood glucose level, which in turn promotes an increase in the blood lipid levels. The levels of the glucose in your blood need to be lowered so that your body can create more insulin. Because of this, your cells will start to take in sugar and convert it into fat in tissues, particularly in the liver and adipose tissues, which are both locations where fat is stored. An excessive amount of sugar is processed by the liver into triglycerides and LDL cholesterol, both of which are then absorbed into the bloodstream. When you eliminate sugar from your diet, the glucose level in your blood will become more stable. As a direct consequence of this, the production of fat will reduce, which will in turn make it easier to avoid developing heart diseases. You will have a reduced likelihood of developing diabetes. Consuming an excessive amount of sugar might raise a person's chance of acquiring diabetes as well as pre-diabetes. Until the cells in the pancreas that are responsible for insulin production are depleted, a normal insulin response will be elicited. If this occurs, it will result in a decrease in the quantity of insulin that your body generates. Consequently, this will lead to an increase in your blood sugar levels as well as further damage to your pancreas. Your blood glucose level will rise and fall normally, which will prevent abnormal insulin secretions and damage to the pancreas. If you eliminate sugar from your diet and eat a meal that's balanced instead, your blood glucose level will rise and fall normally. You will sleep better. A study that was conducted in 2019 and published in the journal Psychoneuroendocrinology found that patients who were diagnosed with prediabetes had a lower quality of sleep when compared to the people whose blood glucose levels were normal. According to the findings of this study, glucose levels in the blood can influence sleep. A disturbance in the levels of glucose in the blood will prevent a person from sleeping, and a lack of sleep will also cause glucose levels to become unbalanced, creating a vicious cycle. Eliminating sugar from your diet is one way to halt the vicious cycle. Your oral health. Giving up sugar is one of the best things you can do for your teeth, since it will help you avoid having cavities. In a survey on sugar-sweetened beverages intake that was conducted for a study that was published in the Journal of Dentistry in 2014, approximately 1,000 participants participated. Their level of dental health was determined by calculating a dental score for them based on the number of decayed teeth, teeth that had been filled, and teeth that were missing due to cavities. According to the findings, the individual's dental health deteriorated as the amount of sugar-sweetened beverages they consumed on a regular basis rose. And now, the benefit that ranks first, which you probably did not anticipate. You will experience a boost in your energy levels. You read and understood that correctly. The vast majority of people have the misconception that giving up sugar will make them miserable and unable to find happiness. But the reality is quite the reverse, because sugar inhibits a hormone called rexin, which stimulates the brain and gives you wakefulness. You will gradually feel more energized when you stop eating sugar. This is because rexin are responsible for giving you wakefulness. Dopamine and serotonin are regarded as the happy hormones. Orexin will trigger the release of both of these hormones in other brain cells. You will experience an increase in happiness if you cut out sugar from your diet. But quitting sugar for only 15 days might not be enough for you to get all of the benefits. The longer you abstain from eating sugar, the more likely it is that you will discover you have absolutely no need for it at all. The effects of consuming excessive amounts of sugar are comparable to those of becoming addicted to cocaine. There's a correlation between having high blood pressure, inflammation, being overweight, having diabetes, and having fatty liver diseases. These factors all contribute to an increased risk of having a heart attack or stroke. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit the subscribe button before you go.